Hey everybody, how's it going? So sorry I'm late for the stream. Apparently, what you guys are seeing right now, that's what you're seeing right now, particularly, specifically, at the top portion of the screen. The weather display, for some reason, is no longer working. I don't know why, but it just showed up by the time I got here. Anyway, my name's Marlon, and welcome to the stream for those of you just tuning in, including myself. This is Kingdom Hearts 2, Episode 6, and at first I thought the stream was going to be either cancelled, or, well, which is not something I want to do, or end up becoming another Minecraft episode at the last second, folks. But that, too, is something that I wouldn't want to break my promise to y'all, but anyway, hope you guys having a good Sunday, or wishing that you guys have better days in the days ahead. For me, well, all I can say is, folks, that all I want is to enjoy streaming for you guys. I gotta get myself ready right now. I mean, I just got here, folks. So my apologies on that one. Can you excuse me for one moment, folks? I gotta get something real quick. Alright, I'm back, so sorry about that, folks. Anyway, for me, let's just move on with the weather. Last episode, which was yesterday, I ended up, cutting the gaming part short because of Rumbles of Thunder. Turns out there wasn't severe weather at that time. Although somewhere else there was severe weather, but here it was just nothing but Rumbles of Thunder, and then a few minutes later, it was gone. Right in the middle of my weather discussion. Anyway, let's talk about the weather, and in order to make up for the short timing of the gameplay, I'll make it quick. Okay, so we got 1 tornado warning in Texas, 22 severe thunderstorm warnings in Virginia, New Mexico, Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Missouri, two flash flood warnings in Oklahoma and Virginia, 8 special marines warnings in Louisiana, Indiana, Illinois, Michigan, Virginia, outside the contiguous United States. I think I said Virginia, Maryland, 20 special weather statements in Florida, New Mexico, Texas, California, Illinois, Missouri, Kansas, Oklahoma, I don't know if I already said Virginia, Wisconsin, Indiana, Illinois, and Texas. I think I already said that. 1 winter storm warning is located in northern Alaska. 8 non-precipitation. Active weather alerts. There is an extreme heat warning in the Mojave Desert, Death Valley, and southern Nevada, and that includes Las Vegas. And there is another extreme heat warning in central Washington State. There are 2 dense fog advisories. One is located near on the west side of Cheyenne, and another one is located in Grand Marais on the lake shore in northeastern Minnesota. And 4 air quality alerts in Maine. Well, I'm not going to go too specific about it. Maine, New Hampshire, Central Ohio, and what else? well, just those areas. Alright, enough goofing off. Might as well just, well, actually, there's still more to cover. 66 flood warnings and 4 red flag warnings, but we'll worry about that later on. I mean, I know we're talking about current conditions and all, but right now I just want to get this over with. I've already wasted too much time on me finding active weather alerts. But right now, folks, so what do we got? So we got in the Northeast, well, particularly in New England, much of New England is pretty much dry for the most part, but else in the Adirondacks too, though other parts of upstate New York, plus the New York City area, northern half of New Jersey, Long Island, western Connecticut, Hudson Valley, Catskills, the Capital Region, and western New York. Those guys are experiencing some clouds and some showers and a few storms, plus Pennsylvania. Yet in southwestern Pennsylvania, there are thunderstorms. Some of them may be strong to severe, including scattered showers and thunderstorms in West Virginia and as well as Virginia too. Yet Virginia, there are plenty of severe thunderstorm warnings, special weather statements, and flash flood warnings there. And a special marine warning just located right along the Potomac, at the base of the Potomac River, draining towards the Chesapeake Bay. Just located south-southeast of Washington, D.C. Right now, from what it looks like, the Washington, D.C. area will be experiencing rough to severe weather in the next couple of hours, folks. Then we go down to the Carolinas, where you have some severe weather that's moving out of the Carolinas, yet some of them are remaining in the coastal part of the Carolinas. Just a few of them, though. Georgia, just some showers and thunderstorms just near St. Mary's, just south of Brunswick, Georgia. Yet thunderstorms, some of them are strong enough to issue special weather statements, but not enough for severe thunderstorm warnings in northern Florida and as well as South Florida. Well, much of Georgia is dry, as well as much of Tennessee, though eastern Tennessee, just a little bit of scattered thunderstorms, especially in eastern Kentucky, Alabama, Mississippi. Well, southern Alabama and southern Mississippi, they are enduring some thunderstorms. A few of them are severe. Throughout Louisiana, there are some scattered to isolated thunderstorms. Some of them are producing flash flood warnings there. Flood warnings have already been issued in some places throughout the South, particularly in Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Arkansas, Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, and, well, Missouri, Indiana. Now, where else? So, we got Texas, northern Texas, northeastern Texas, Carthage. Yeah, Carthage is experiencing some severe thunderstorm warnings right now, especially special weather statement. Small hail and damaging winds are a factor just northwest of town in Longview, Marshall, and Ore City in Kilgore, Texas. Scattered thunderstorms are outside the metroplex of Dallas and Fort Worth. Severe thunderstorm warnings are in effect just located west of Weatherford, just west of Fort Worth. Thunderstorms are present in Denton, just southwest of Paris, Texas, Sherman, Wichita Falls, and then going up towards the panhandle of Texas. There's also two tornado warnings right now in the panhandle of Texas, so let's go over them real quickly. And where's the nearest National Weather Service? It's located in Amarillo. So from what it looks like, there is some hook echo. One is here, and I think another one is here. Well, let me check real quick using the velocity radar, and from what it looks like, okay, so there's the winds that are moving in that direction, and then another one moving there, which means that there's a strong indication of tornadoes around here, moving in that direction, but I don't see anything elsewhere, folks. I mean, maybe you can talk about like tornadoes right here, but it's not so entirely evident at this moment. I mean, it's only just the small one that's more convincing, at least according to my judgment. But for the best things, I would say, like right around here, like there is a tornado warning right here, a tornado right there, moving in towards that direction. Now, what about debris? To see if there's any debris, well, best bet is right around here, just southwest of Dalehart. Other than that, let me go back here. Well, there are plenty of severe thunderstorm warnings, flash flood warnings, and flood warnings have already been in place throughout the Sooner State of Oklahoma. Then we go to Ohio, where there's some scattered thunderstorms in the central part of the state, but just to the east of Cincinnati, going into Columbus, but just southwest of Cleveland. Mostly clear throughout Indiana, yet Chicago, they are experiencing some showers and some thunderstorms, but some of them have been strong enough to issue special weather statements, indicating small hail and damaging winds throughout Chicagoland, the Windy City, folks. And it's all because of a cold front that's present throughout Chicago. As temperature starts to drop and the wind direction starts to change. Decatur, thunderstorms are there. Yep, you're seeing thunderstorms, cold front moving in. Michigan, plenty of thunderstorms to go around. Throughout the western part of the state, western part of the lower peninsula, upper peninsula, well, there are plenty of thunderstorms. Isolated thunderstorms as well. Wisconsin, plenty of thunderstorms. Places like Kashina, Wisconsin, near Stevens Point. Sorry about that. So Minnesota, 2/3 of the state, particularly just north of Minneapolis, they're enduring some thunderstorms there. North Dakota too. South Dakota is just covered in few clouds on the northeastern part, but elsewhere that's it. You're not going to get much. But between Lincoln and Omaha, there are some scattered clouds and showers. Kansas, plenty of thunderstorms to go around. Places like Dodge City, Great Bend, Salina, Manhattan, and all the way towards the St. Joseph, Missouri, where it's going to be making its way towards the east. Scattered with severe thunderstorm warnings in effect throughout southeastern Kansas, along with flash flood warnings and flood warnings. Northern Rockies, not much going on except for red flag warnings in northeastern Montana, yet thunderstorms, a few thunderstorms near Rock Springs, Wyoming, Colorado, central Colorado, and parts of western Colorado. They are enduring some thunderstorms, spotty thunderstorms, with one severe thunderstorm warning just southwest of Pueblo. And thunderstorms in the southern and eastern parts of Utah, and as well as central Utah too, going all the way towards the Sierra Nevadas and Northern California, with some thunderstorms there too. However, south of that, I did say that there are heat warnings, excessive heat warnings in places like Las Vegas and Barstow, Death Valley. They're getting soaring triple-digit heat. New Mexico, they do have thunderstorms there. Oh, look at that! I'm seeing that one tornado warning has expired in Texas. New Mexico, eastern New Mexico, just east of the dry line, there are thunderstorms there, and a few of them have issued special weather statements. A few showers and clouds from Gallup all the way to Albuquerque and Santa Fe, and the northern edge of New Mexico, some scattered clouds, showers, and a few thunderstorms, including the northern third of Arizona. Scattered thunderstorms there, especially just around Flagstaff. Then you go towards the Pacific Northwest, where mostly dry. Excessive heat warnings are in place from Kennewick to Yakima to Wenatchee. South and central parts of Washington State are enduring such a tremendous amount of heat. Alright folks, I've already talked so much about weather because there's a lot going on throughout the country. I'm going to play the radar right now. But folks, I'm deeply sorry for the poor presentation today. Like I said, it is horrible because for some reason it just crapped out on me. Okay, so what are we going to do right now is that we're going to transition to Kingdom Hearts right now. Just want to make sure that everything is there. Okay. Okay, so right now, let me switch TVs real quick. Well, not TVs, but the HDMI output. That's only for me, folks. But right now, I'm just seeing the stream from my end, and it looks like as though it's back to being crappy again. Okay, let me try to fix things right now. Yeah, I'm starting to not being able to see the chat, folks, for some weird reason. Just won't show up. And the Radar Omega is not there too. I don't know what's going on, folks, but something's not right. Okay, it's showing right now. I don't know why everything's all screwed up right now. It shouldn't be. Okay, now I got it. Now I got it. Okay, let's get started right now. Oh boy, yeah, I gotta turn on the you know, folks, everything has gone haywire. Like ever since I started using two screens nowadays. Okay. Well, now you guys can't hear. You may have heard, from the TV because the microphone picked it up. Well, my apologies on that one, but it's for the best, folks, if you don't mind. If you didn't mind the music, but it's copyright infringement, so you know, folks. Twitch is cracking down, just like YouTube, but what can you do? Okay, let's get this game over with. Now, in the previous episode, we were up to the part where we're going up the mountain, find a bunch of Heartless, and there were no nobodies yet, folks, just Heartless. Let me just have a drink of water real quick. Okay. Let's get started. Let me open up some chests. There's one that I may have. No, okay, so there's the Dark Shard. Save again. Onward, children! Encampment. Let's go to the checkpoint. Let's fight a few Heartless. Well, so far there is no, Hey, Joker! Screw you. Alright. Let's get our asses moving, folks. Okay, so we gotta go up the mountain, yet there's a hawk. Gotta fight the Heartless, but however, I gotta be careful with the morale. Come on, everybody, get your morale going. Ah, I hate it when they do that. Damn, I fell off. All because of you, hack. Guys, get the orbs! Damn it. Can't get the orbs. Help me get the orbs, you guys. Get our morale back. You obtained the lightning shard. Okay, we got the mithril shard. That's good. Oh, dick! I hate that guy. Ah, that guy kills our morale. Ah, I can't do anything about that guy. Shit! Gotta get our morale back. Ah! Dude! Just ignore those guys. It's not worth it. Guess there's no point in I don't know what's the point in having morale. You have to hurry up, you guys. Come on, guys, get out of there. Captain. Yeah, that's right. Alright. Okay, there's a snowy town. Shan Yun, a Hun leader. Okay. Got the map of the area, now we need to save. Gotta find some place to save. Oh, there's a save point. Mountain Trail. That's where we came from. Wonder where that leads to. Village Cave. Dead end. I don't think so. I mean, it is a dead end, but there could be somebody here. Uh-oh. Oh boy. That asshole. Alright, now we gotta fight. Now we don't need the morale shit. Dude. Damn. Can't get near that guy. There we go, we killed the guy. Let's finish them off right now. Ah, he showed up again! Great! And there are two of them. This is worse. There we go. Only got one more. Let's beat the living shit. Damn, I didn't even... Yeah, I don't have any, Ah, damn! Wow, I stood no chance, unfortunately. It was like the odds were against me from the start. It's 6:35 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Welcome to the stream. For those of you just tuning in, my name is Marlon. This is episode 6 of Kingdom Hearts 2. And although you guys can't see what time is it in the current weather in the New York City area on the top left of your screen, well, it's because for some reason the weather widget apparently is no longer working. Ah! This guy sucks! leave me alone. Ah, already? Those little pricks are so annoying as hell. I didn't even do anything yet. Excellent. One down, one to go. Ah! Hey, you. Here we go. Excellent. Alright. I don't know what the point was that all about. I don't know what was the point of that. Let's go back and heal. Got Dark Shard. What the actual fuck? The whole village burned. Can't believe the whole thing was a diversion from the get-go. Nah, it's more than that. Because you guys fell for that trap. Let's do this. We need a save point real quick. But we need to buy stuff. I'll think about it. What is MP charge? MP charge. When it's empty, it'll be recharged until it's full. Okay. Well, not really. Well, just see about that. Yeah, where's the save point? It's still there. That's good. Even though the village burned. Alright, let's go. Ridge. Okay, we got new enemies. Got new Heartless. Let's get that real quick. Ride the wind. Soar. Huh, wow. That's something new. Yeah, I think I could see the village from here. More Shard. More Heartless. Oh, you filthy bug! What are you, Woody the Woodpecker? Screw you. Goofy! What's wrong with you? You got a problem with me? Let's go up the mountain. That stupid bird. And that stupid asshole. Looks like we got some house cleaning to do. Defeat all the Heartless. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, this is gonna take forever. But yeah, we don't have a lot of time. Because the timer's there. Damn you and your piece of shit. There's 23 Heartless. Only managed... Did I fuck up? Because there was just too many of them to fight against. You guys don't know what you're gonna get yourselves into. Nope. She's creating an avalanche. Great. Yeah, this is unfortunate. Yeah, because of you, you idiot. Stupid little dragon. Okay, so Ping's gone back to being Milan. Now what? And Milan learned a new ability. Okay. I guess we could just leave it at that for party members. Okay, so let's do abilities. Okay. Let's do slide dash. What you do here, instantly closes in on attacks for a target. Get there. Item boost to increase its effect on Alright. Control. Yeah, there's a lot of things to equip. Milan. Hyper healing. Goofy. Donald. Alright, limit command has been added. Limits our abilities that consume Sora's MP and are executed with the... Okay. Let's see what's going on right now. Okay, so right now, it appears as though that the evil doer is now buried under like a couple inches of snow. Now we have to go back down. But I fear that this is not over. We gotta fight this enemy because the story never ends there. Hold on. Yeah, I think I can hear background music. Hold on. I'm back. Well, it appears as though that, like I said, the fighting's never over until we fight the boss. Of course. Hey, where's Donald and Goofy? Okay, now we gotta go back down. Gotta go back to the village. Let's save real quick. Let's see if we can get something there. Mountain Trail. Oh, screw that guy. Come on, guys. Forget about him. Or maybe we can try to... Ah! Excellent. Back to the village briefly so that we can save again. Say! Oh, you don't want to ignore me? Joker. Ah! Shard. Excellent. Alright guys, let's keep going down the mountain. What is going on? Wait a minute, hold up. Okay, so that way's to the mountain. That's the encampment. What about that way? That one's a new doorway. Yeah, that hawk. Yeah. Easier. Oh, now they become the Heartless. Let's go fight the Heartless. Okay, now I'm oh. Wow, that's a neat move that I just learned. Ah! Yeah, it's 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Welcome to the stream. For those of you just tuning in, my name is Marlon. This is episode 6 of Kingdom Hearts 2. Right now, we are in Empress. We're in the Imperial City, the Palace Gate, and the Land of Dragons. And it appears as though we are going up against the boss. And that's the Emperor. Shen Yu is the worst of the worst. The Land of Dragons. And we're gonna kill that bird too. Shan Yu must be destroyed. Shit! The gates! Kill the bird! Shit. And you! And you! Here we go. Damn it. Damn it. Yeah, we're getting killed already. Damn it. Yeah, I'm gonna die. Yeah, I'm dead. Because, unfortunately, I could not heal myself. Here we go. Okay, that's it. Thanks, King Mickey. Let's finish him. Alright, excellent. Whew, that was tough. And just in time that King Mickey revived, Sora. We defeated Shan Yu, but we need to get rid of the bird and turn it into dinner. No, you're not, Mushu. Screw you. Alright. Sword belongs to Mulan. Excellent. Maybe. Mushu. You little rascal. And the Keyblade. Looks like Sora's getting ready to lock the world now. He's using the Keyblade. I see the keyhole. Getting ready to lock the place. Yeah, you damn right. Of course. Alright. It's excellent. Okay, so now we got the Hidden Dragon. New Keyblade. Excellent, you guys. Okay, so that's the end of the Land of Dragons. Now let's move on to here. Beast's Castle. Yeah, this is not like Hollow Bastion. Uh-oh. It's Beast. Welcome back, Beast! Oh no, the Heartless! Go after the Heartless, you guys! Now that we know we're at the Beast's Castle, might as well just explore, the place just for a little bit. But we're not going to go through the whole level. I mean, we are short on time. Looks like that's meant for beauty. Well, there's more where that came from. Now we gotta fight. Beat the Heartless. Filthy little cockroaches. got some major got a major infestation, you guys, of heartless cockroaches. Yeah, they keep popping up. There's Beast. Seriously? Yeah, he cares deeply about Rose, because of course that's for his beloved beauty. Alright, let's save real quick. Okay, we're at the parlor right now. Got about 494 monies at Beast's Castle. Whew. Man, that was rough. Now we gotta figure out what's going on right now. Yep. Okay, so that's where we came from. More heartless assholes. This one, there are a bunch of bats. Heartless bats. With hooks. Bats with hooks. What are you trying to be, Captain Hook? Excellent job. Wow, you still won't give up, huh? Okay, excellent. Whew. Dude! Seriously? Oh! Dude, Daisy's not gonna like this! Oh boy! Man, imagine if Daisy were here, oh boy, she's gonna be so pissed! Yeah. Yeah, I think he's forgotten about Belle. Locked up his servants? Seriously? Alright. Now we need to open the chest. Got the mega recipe right now. Got another save point, but I want to open another chest. Okay, we got the map of the area. Excellent. Okay, so let's save real quick. But given that it is 7:18 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, unfortunately, well, normally I would end the gaming part of the stream around 7:20, but we're just gonna leave it there until Saturday. Until then, well, we're just gonna tune into the weather. So anyway, let's go back to the title screen. Alright. Okay. I'm so sorry for those of you who are just tuning in, but thing is, I usually end my stream at around 8 o'clock. Okay. Now, let me switch gears for a little bit. Alright. Yeah, I just need to take care of some things right now. The way it's looking, folks, it's just horrendous. Yeah, I'm just seeing things on my end to see if there's anything wrong. But right now it's nothing too unusual. Let me just switch up the scene to Radar Omega. Okay, that's good. Let me just check things on my end. Let's go here. Okay, let me see what we got. Okay. Okay, for those of you just tuning in, if you guys are curious about what's at the top of the screen, well, there's supposed to be a weather widget, but for some reason it's not working. I don't know why, but something's not right, though. Hold on, just let me mute the mic. Okay, now that we're back, well, here's what we got right now. Okay, so what we have here is that we do have 135 active weather alerts throughout the United States, one tornado warning in Oklahoma, 25 severe thunderstorm warnings in Texas, Missouri, Oklahoma, Colorado, New Mexico, California, Virginia, Kansas. There are 5 flash flood warnings in Oklahoma, Virginia, and Texas. There is 1 special marine warning in Maryland and Virginia. 24 special weather statements in Oklahoma, Michigan, Wisconsin, Virginia, Indiana, Illinois, Missouri, New Mexico, and North Carolina. I don't know if I said Oklahoma already. Alabama, Wisconsin, Michigan. I think I already said that. Two extreme heat warnings in Death Valley, southern Nevada, including the Las Vegas area and south central Washington State. 2 dense fog advisories in places like Cheyenne and Grand Marais, Minnesota. 6 air quality alerts. 1 in the southeastern, well, actually now they're in southern Minnesota. Just tune into here. Okay, so we got plenty of air quality alerts throughout much of southern Minnesota, Maine, inland Maine, and New Hampshire, the inland part of Ohio, Columbus, Ohio. Yeah, it turns out that's it. I mean, for now. I mean, 66 flood warnings and 3 red flag warnings. 1 is located in southern Washington State. Also in Washington State. And another one that's located... Okay, so all of Washington State, turns out. Okay, so now let's go to the northeast and see what we got in terms of the weather, the current conditions right now. What do we have? Okay, so we do have rains that are present throughout places like much of upstate New York, excluding the western tip of New York State, the Adirondacks, and there's plenty of wet weather throughout some thunderstorms in some parts of upstate New York. The Finger Lakes region, 2/3 of Pennsylvania, northern New Jersey, some scattered showers, plus on Long Island, a few clouds in the greater New York City area, the Five Boroughs area, the Hudson Valley, and western Connecticut. And you go down south, but New England is mostly dry for the most part. There are severe thunderstorm warnings in Virginia. There are flash flood warnings in places like Virginia and a little bit of Maryland. A special marine warning in the Chesapeake Bay area. But in places like Crisfield, Maryland, in the Delmarva Peninsula, and located... so basically it's the intersection between the Chesapeake Bay and the Potomac River. That's what I meant to say. But regardless, there are some scattered thunderstorms throughout the Old Dominion and West Virginia, and as well as the southeastern part of Kentucky. Washington, D.C. area is getting a lot of rain and some storms, folks. Those of you who are there better stay indoors and stay safe. Now we go down south towards the Carolinas, where there's only rain, some thunderstorms in western North Carolina, but spotty though. There is a special weather statement indicating strong thunderstorms with small hail and damaging winds there, just west of Greensboro, North Carolina. Elsewhere throughout the Tar Heel State, nothing much, just a few clouds in the Outer Banks. South Carolina is all clear, and as well as North Georgia, and to go to Florida, where you're only seeing some thunderstorms in the far western panhandle of Florida and parts of the Big Bend area, and going into south of Jacksonville. Special weather statements there, strong thunderstorms, small hail, damaging winds. Outside of Orlando to the east, some thunderstorms. Spotty thunderstorms in the Everglades, going into Broward County and West Palm Beach in Palm Beach County, especially Lake Okeechobee. Now let's go to Alabama, Mississippi. Southern Alabama and southern Mississippi, they got thunderstorms there with a severe thunderstorm warning located just north of Mobile. Tennessee, just a few spots of thunderstorms on the eastern side. Then you go to Louisiana, where there are thunderstorms in central Louisiana, near Alexandria, just northwest of Baton Rouge, close to Monroe. Just some few clouds and thunder and showers, especially in Shreveport, Natchitoches. New Orleans is only covered in very few clouds and showers there. And you go to Texas. Oh my God, sorry about that. Okay, so in Texas, let's start off in the east. So northeastern Texas, there are a bunch of severe thunderstorm warnings there. In places like Glen Rose in Walnut Springs, Texas. Northeast of Dallas, 2 severe thunderstorm warnings are there. Especially in Cooper and Sulphur Springs, Texas. Lone Star, it's not under a severe thunderstorm warning. Just east of Nacogdoches, and San Augustine. There's a severe thunderstorm warning there. The Panhandle of Texas, plenty of severe thunderstorm warnings, flash flood warnings, and some special weather statements there indicating some thunderstorms, flash floods, small hail damaging winds there, and there are thunderstorms on the western side of Texas with severe thunderstorm warning just southwest of Midland, Texas. But throughout the south, there are flood warnings there that have already been in place. Now, places like Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Arkansas, Texas, Oklahoma, Missouri, Kansas, Indiana. And now let's go to Oklahoma, where there are lots of severe thunderstorm warnings, flood warnings, special weather statements, even flash flood warnings there. And there's one tornado warning. Now let's use the radar real quick. Single site radar, just to find that tornado. This is short range reflectivity. So what I was supposed to be using. Okay, so is there a hook echo right here? Hardly, folks. I mean, maybe here. Now let's check using the high-res reflectivity. So that's the radar there. So yeah, there's a tornado here, moving towards the southeast, approaching Oklahoma City. So, and especially near El Reno, home to the infamous 2013 tornado that killed 3 storm chasers there. I'll never forget that day, folks. It was horrific and tragic. So, but let's check the correlation coefficient. Is there any debris? Well, foreign objects can be spotted just outside of the tornado warning, just a little bit here, just outside of Watonga, Oklahoma. Now let's move on to places like Missouri, where, well, Missouri, yeah, there are plenty of showers and thunderstorms all over the state, except for southeastern Missouri. Yet, eastern Kansas, there are thunderstorms there. A severe thunderstorm warning is located just east-southeast of Wichita. Let's go to Kentucky. Nothing much going on in Kentucky except for a few showers and storms on the eastern side. Oklahoma. South side, some spotty to scattered showers and thunderstorms, even isolated ones. Indiana, well, you got northwestern Indiana. They got storms there with special weather statements there. Illinois, much of the state does have showers and thunderstorms. Chicago is enduring some scattered some showers there. It's all because of a cold front that's sweeping through the windy city right now. See? Alright, so now let's go to Michigan, where Michigan there is some showers and storms throughout the western and northern sides of Lower Peninsula, Michigan. Though both sides of Upper Michigan, they do have thunderstorms there. Special weather statements have been issued. throughout the western side. Wisconsin, also dealing with thunderstorms from Green Bay to Oshkosh, and even just a little bit in north of Madison, and on the northern side of the state, some spotty showers and storms, especially in the northern half of Minnesota. Clouds and a few showers are scattered throughout outside of Minneapolis. Some showers and a few thunderstorms in North Dakota, South Dakota, mostly clear. Just a bit of scattered clouds and showers in the northeastern corner. Nebraska, all clear. Northern Rockies, well, Northern Rockies, Montana, they're clear, mostly clear. In Idaho, with some spotty showers and storms near Ketchum, Haley, and Arco, Idaho. And also some thunderstorms near Rock Springs, Wyoming. Plenty of thunderstorms all over Colorado, particularly in the Rockies part of Colorado and the northwestern and southwestern corners of Colorado too, with a severe thunderstorm warning just southwest of Pueblo. And we go to Utah, where there are spotty thunderstorms there on the southwestern and northeastern sides of Utah. Central Nevada, plenty of thunderstorms and showers scattered all over that part of the state, and just north of Las Vegas, though, going into Reno and Carson City. There are thunderstorms, plenty of it, in the eastern and northern parts of New Mexico. Special weather statement there, strong enough thunderstorms with small hail and damaging winds. Then you have a severe thunderstorm warning and a flash flood warning just on the northeastern corner of New Mexico. Northern half of Arizona, plenty of scattered thunderstorms there. And you go to California, where there's only a lot of thunderstorms throughout the northern part of the state, plus the Sierra Nevadas. Southern part of California, you're not seeing much there, except for the heat that's on right now. The heat is all over Death Valley and the Mojave Desert and the southern tip of Nevada. In the Pacific Northwest, there are red flag warnings there, and even heat warnings too. All over Washington State, Oregon, mostly clear. Okay, so now what do? Switch gears to the weather website. Refresh the page for both of them. Okay, so what are we dealing with right now? Let me just check, see if there's anything I missed. No, there isn't anything that I missed. Okay, so what do we have right now? So we got winds throughout New England. They're actually coming from, well, you got northern New England, like Maine and New Hampshire, with some sea breeze that's kicking in, blowing up to 20 miles an hour. In the eastern tip of Maine, just light and variable winds. Southern New England, plus Long Island, the Jersey Shore, and going into the Delmarva Peninsula, there are plenty of strong winds of up to 30 miles an hour in some areas. But in the interior, winds are actually moving towards the northwest. But in Pennsylvania, western New York, they're blowing up to 25 miles per hour. Start off with temperatures in places like Maine, New Hampshire, and Vermont, where temperatures are in the 50s to mid-60s. Southern New England, temperatures are in the mid-50s to mid-60s. Upstate New York, temperatures are in the mid-50s to upper 60s. The greater New York City area, temperatures are in the upper 50s to mid-60s. And you have Pennsylvania. You do have temperatures that are in the upper 50s to upper 60s. Delmarva Peninsula plus the rest of Maryland. You do have temperatures that are in the upper 60s to low 70s, which includes the Washington, D.C. area. West Virginia, temperatures are in the 60s to low 70s. Virginia, temperatures are in the upper 60s to upper 70s. But, however, in West Virginia and southwestern Virginia, you do have winds that are coming from the west, and they're shifting towards the northeast, but then shifts towards western Pennsylvania, and then meets up with a surface low pressure center, which moves counterclockwise. Well, wind-wise, they're no more than 25 miles per hour. Let's go to North Carolina, where in the Appalachians, both North Carolina and South Carolina, winds are coming generally from the west, shifting towards the northeast, and yet they're blowing up to 25 miles per hour in many parts of the state, but elsewhere it could be lighter than that. Now, you do have temperatures throughout Carolinas that are in the upper 70s to low 80s there. Georgia, winds are generally blowing from the west, shifting towards the northeast, with temperatures blowing up to 25 miles per hour, with temperatures that are in the upper 70s to low 80s. Florida, you do have lighter winds in South Florida, but you do have up to 25 miles per hour in winds coming from the Gulf. A little breezier than that along the immediate coast of the Big Bend to the Panhandle of Florida, around up to 30 miles an hour or so. We had temperatures statewide that are in the 80s for the most part. Tennessee, so what do we got for Tennessee? Western Tennessee, well, actually statewide, they're mostly generally blowing from the west-northwest, with lighter winds on the western side and the northeastern side up to 25 miles per hour, with temperatures in the 70s to mid-80s. Alabama and Mississippi, winds are mostly lighter there, but in the southern halves of each state, winds are coming from the Gulf. In Alabama, winds are actually shifting towards the east. And temperatures for both Alabama and Mississippi, there are in the upper 70s to mid-80s. Arkansas, winds for the most part are mostly light and variable, with temperatures in the 80s. Louisiana, in the southern part of the state, winds are coming from the Gulf. Some places in southern Louisiana, they're blowing up to 30 miles an hour, with temperatures statewide with lighter winds in the north, but still blowing towards the north. Temperatures statewide are in the 80s. Yeah, I'm just making sure, folks. Just making sure. Okay. So, in the Panhandle of Texas, so what do we got? Well, for the most part, winds are generally blowing towards the west in many parts of the Panhandle of Texas. But in some parts, they're blowing either light or blowing up to 30 to 40 miles per hour in a few areas, especially northwest of Lubbock. But elsewhere, well, otherwise, they'll just be blowing towards Lubbock, becoming light and variable, meeting up with winds throughout the rest of Texas that's coming generally from the Gulf, blowing in many areas of Texas up to 30 to 35 miles per hour. In the western Texas, the western tip, winds are blowing from the west, meeting up with Alpine and Odessa, becoming light and variable though. Temperature-wise, throughout the Panhandle of Texas, well, actually, winds are light and variable in the northeastern corner of Texas. Temperature-wise, throughout the Panhandle, they range from 66 in the Amarillo to 84 in Lubbock, western Texas. Temperatures are in the 90s to low hundreds. Southern Texas, temperatures are in the upper 80, the mid 80s to low hundreds. Northeastern Texas, temperatures they range from 77 in Electra to 93 in Lufkin. Sorry about that. Let's go to Oklahoma, where winds are very light and variable on the east side, but on the northern parts of Oklahoma, winds are generally blowing from the northeast at up to 25 to 30 miles per hour. In the southwestern side, winds are very light and variable, just in a few areas. It's very windy, but still variable though, with up to 30 miles an hour. Throughout Oklahoma, temperatures are in the 70s to mid 80s throughout Oklahoma. Now let's go to the Ohio Valley, where places like Kentucky, Ohio, Indiana, and Illinois, winds are blowing generally from the west. Some areas may be blowing up to 25 to 30 miles an hour, particularly in northern Illinois, eastern Kentucky, southwestern Ohio, and northern Indiana. Elsewhere, winds are light. Temperatures in Kentucky, they're in the upper 60s to mid 70s. Ohio, mid 60s to mid 70s. Indiana, temperatures are in the 70s. Illinois, temperatures are in the upper 60s to mid 70s. Let's go to Michigan and Wisconsin. So Michigan, you do have winds that are generally coming from the south in the lower peninsula, but in the upper peninsula, the western half, they have winds coming from generally from the west, becoming light and variable as it moves east, but then shifts towards the north on the eastern half of the upper peninsula of Michigan. Wisconsin, winds are generally blowing from the west at up to 30 miles an hour, especially in central lower peninsula Michigan. In the lower peninsula of Michigan, the temperatures are in the 60s to low 70s. Upper peninsula, 50s. Wisconsin, temperatures range from 59 in Woodruff to 71 in Green Bay and Elroy. Minnesota, temperatures... let's start off with winds. Winds are generally blowing from the northwest, shifting towards the east and northeast. They're stronger throughout much of Minnesota, but light and variable on the northern edge of Minnesota. The winds that are the strongest are blowing up to 30 to 35 or even 40 miles per hour in a few areas. Temperatures statewide, they range from the mid-50s to upper 60s. Iowa, winds in the northern half of the state, they're blowing from the northwest at around 30 to 40 miles per hour, shifting towards the east, moving at about up to 25 miles per hour. Southern part of the state, winds are coming from the southwest, shifting towards the east as well, blowing at around 25 miles per hour, maybe 30. Temperatures are in the upper 60s to low 70s. Missouri, what we got for Missouri? So Missouri, you get winds that are generally blowing from the east blowing from the west towards the east in general. But the central part of Missouri, winds are blowing at around 30 miles an hour, maybe a little lighter, but still, you can't really rule out stronger winds though. Temperatures throughout Missouri are in the from the mid 60s to upper 70s. Kansas and Nebraska. So what do we got? So starting from Nebraska, winds are blowing at around 30 to 40 miles per hour, a little stronger than that in some areas in the northern half of the state, coming from the northwest, but then some winds shift either towards the east in eastern Nebraska, otherwise it shifts towards the southwest as it moves towards Kansas. First becoming light and variable in central Kansas, but then becomes stronger, moving up to 30 miles an hour in southern Kansas. So in Kansas, temperatures are in the upper 60s to mid 70s. In Nebraska, temperatures are in the mid 60s to low 70s. The Dakotas, you got stronger winds there, or winds are blowing at around 30, 40, maybe up to 50 miles an hour in the western part of the Dakotas. Well, slightly lighter winds, but they're all blowing from the from the northwest, blowing towards the southeast. South Dakota, you get temperatures that are in the 60s to low 70s. North Dakota, temperatures are in the low 50s to mid 60s. Let's start off in the northern Rockies, where eastern half of Montana and much of Wyoming winds are blowing from the northwest at around up to 40, maybe 50 miles an hour in the eastern edge of Montana. Maybe same story near Gillette. But otherwise, in places like Cody, Lander, much of Idaho, and western Montana, winds are lighter there. But generally, they're blowing from the northwest, though. Well, light and variable in a few areas, though. Southern Idaho winds are actually blowing towards the south in general, moving up to 25 miles per hour, maybe 30. Temperatures in Montana, they range from 66 in Bozeman to 80 in Missoula. Idaho. Sorry about that, folks. So much talking. Okay, so what do we got in northern Idaho? Temperatures are in the upper 60s to upper 70s. Southern half of Idaho, temperatures are in the upper 70s to upper 80s. Wyoming, temperatures are in the 60s to low 70s, mid 70s. Forgive me for the lack of voice. My vocal cords are tired. Boy, just give me a moment. I need to drink water. Alright. Colorado, you get winds in the western side. They're coming from the northwest, blowing up to 30 miles an hour in some areas, a little lighter elsewhere. Eastern side, winds are shifting from the northwest towards the southwest, converging in the Rockies, becoming light and variable there. Temperatures statewide range from 62 in Colorado Springs to 88 in Grand Junction, Utah. Much of the state has winds coming from the northwest, blowing at around up to 30 miles an hour, maybe a little higher in a few areas, some scattered areas, spotty in some areas, some spotty wind reports that you'll guys get from the National Weather Service, though. But in places like southwestern Utah, winds are somewhat light and variable there. Temperatures throughout the state range from 77 in Logan to 98 in St. George. Then much of the state of Nevada, where in the southern half of Nevada, winds are light and variable, but anywhere there are strong winds, just blowing up to 30 miles per hour, maybe a little higher. Northern half of the state, winds are coming from the north, blowing up to 30 miles an hour in a few areas, maybe a little higher though. Statewide, so you have temperatures that are in the mid 70s to mid 80s in the northern half of the state, southern half of the state. Temperatures, for example, in Las Vegas reach up at around 104. Arizona and New Mexico, generally winds are blowing from the west, but in the northeastern corner of New Mexico, winds are coming from the east, northeast, blowing up to 40 miles an hour, maybe a little higher in some areas, especially stronger winds of up to 40 to 50 miles per hour, just in the center part of New Mexico. Arizona, winds are somewhat lighter, just blowing up to 30 to 40 miles an hour near Flagstaff. Temperature-wise, throughout New Mexico, so you got temperatures in the mid-80s to low 90s in the northern half, southern half. Temperatures are in the 90s to mid hundreds. In Arizona, you get temperatures that range from 73 in Flagstaff to 97 in Kingman. Southern Arizona, temperatures are in the triple digits. California, so what do we get? California, you get winds that are light and variable, unless if you're in the Bay Area, winds pick up to about up to 30 miles per hour, blowing towards the Central Valley. Then Southern California, winds are up to 30 miles an hour, just outside of LA to the north. The Sierra Nevadas, winds are a little light and variable, but still moving towards Nevada. It's 106 in Indio, 68 in San Diego, 75 in LA, 100 in Bakersfield, 98 in Fresno. Temperatures are in the upper 60s to upper 70s in the Bay Area. 86 in Sacramento, 93 in Chico, 102 in Redding, and 53 in Eureka. In Oregon, winds are generally blowing towards the south, and some areas blowing at about 30 miles per hour. Elsewhere, very light, but in leeward side of the Cascades, winds are somewhat light and variable, but some of the winds may be moving towards the east. Coastal side of Oregon, winds are actually coming from the Pacific, but they're still blowing up to 20 miles per hour, though, towards the Cascades. Otherwise, it's light and variable. So temperatures in Oregon range from 79 in Lakeview to 97 in Medford. Washington State, temperatures range from 82 in Seattle to 97 in Yakima. It's a major heat wave over there, folks. Let's talk about gusts. What do we got? So in the Northeast, just some gusty winds of up to 40 miles per hour in some parts of the tri-state area. Northern New Jersey, Long Island, Connecticut, coastal part of Connecticut, and some parts of the Hudson Valley. Much of Pennsylvania, and a lot of gusty winds, just up to 40 to 50 miles per hour in the Appalachian parts of Virginia, West Virginia, Tennessee, and North Carolina. Especially just a little bit in South Carolina and Georgia. Stronger winds in the panhandle of Texas. Strong, very fast winds, just up to 60 to 80 miles per hour, a little higher in the Dakotas. So you know, folks, it's wild there. Very, very, very wild. Okay. And elsewhere throughout the west, New Mexico, still gusty of up to 40 to 50 to 60 miles per hour. Near Flagstaff, also very windy there. And as well as eastern, near Green River, Utah. Alright, so now let's talk about humidity. How humid is it? Mid-Atlantic, Pennsylvania, it's very humid there. Anywhere near Lake Superior is very humid, particularly in Upper Peninsula, Michigan, Southern Plains, parts of Alabama and Mississippi. And let's check the rainfall estimates. About up to 2 to 3 to 4 inches of rain in eastern and southern Pennsylvania, especially oh boy, my voice, folks. Oh man, my voice is gonna give way. Northern New Jersey, upstate New York. Plenty of rains of up to 3 inches in some areas. Central Maryland. northern Delmarva Peninsula, even southern New Jersey up to 2 inches of rain. Southeastern Virginia and northeastern North Carolina up to 3 inches of rain there. Southern Georgia up to 2 to 4 inches of rain, plus southern Alabama, and up to an inch or two in some areas of the panhandle of Florida and southern tip of South Carolina. Plenty of rain of up to 4 to 6 inches of rain in southern Alabama and southern Mississippi. Northern Louisiana up to 3 inches. Northeastern Texas up to 4 to 6 inches of rain in some areas. Otherwise, it's going to be up to 3 inches. Mid-Mississippi Valley plus northern half the, much of the Ohio Valley. Rainfall estimates are about to be up to 2 to 3 inches of rain. Low lighter in the north upper peninsula. In some parts of the Great Lakes and upper Mississippi Valley. Let's go here. What do we got? Okay. Upper level low is over Minnesota. And we do have a ridge. It's over Quebec. Mini trough over Toronto, over Lake Ontario. Big ridge just located in the Atlantic. Small ridge over western Texas and southern New Mexico. Big ridge in the Pacific Northwest. So that means there's wet weather throughout the Great Lakes, Ohio Valley, and mid-Mississippi Valley, as well as parts of the Northeast and the Mid-Atlantic too, and even parts of New Mexico too, in Arizona, parts of the desert Southwest too. 24 hours from now, which is tomorrow night, trough gets deep over Michigan, over the Great Lakes. Big ridge located, over the Northern Rockies, small one just off of California, and a big ridge off of the East Coast. A lot of storms are going to happen throughout the East Coast, the Ohio Valley, Southeast, and even parts of the desert Southwest. Tuesday night, trough, it's going to be over Hudson Bay. Wide ridge, it's going to be over the Rocky Mountains. I think there's another ridge just over the Colorado River Valley. And a big ridge off the East Coast. There's going to be a lot of wet weather, some storms along the East Coast. From Maine all the way down at Georgia, maybe Florida. And even wet weather in the Pacific Northwest. And parts of the Great Basin too. Tuesday night, and finally Wednesday night. What do we have here? So, you got a ridge over the northern plains, or northern Rockies, I mean. You got small trough just over Texas, ridge over Tennessee and Kentucky, in Mississippi Valley, even trough just north of the just right between the Great Lakes and Hudson Bay. Could be wet weather throughout the Mississippi Valley, Southern Plains, Texas, and even the Northern Rockies, parts of the Pacific Northwest too, and even New England. Now let's Let's swap to Radar Omega right now. And what do we got? Let's use the models real quick. Let's talk about temperatures for tomorrow morning. Plenty of warm temperatures throughout the South, Mid-Atlantic, Desert Southwest, and the West Coast. Chilly weather in the northern plains and Rocky Mountains, and even parts of New England. Very hot temperatures in southern Texas, Louisiana, Desert Southwest, California, and much of the West Coast, Great Basin. Chilly temperatures in southern Colorado and Minnesota, and parts of New England too. All that warming will take place throughout the Mid-Atlantic as well. So for Tuesday morning, there's going to be a lot of warm lows throughout the Gulf Coast, Southeast and Mid-Atlantic, Desert Southwest, parts of the Pacific Northwest, but it's going to get a little cooler along the coastal part of the Pacific Northwest, though. Leeward side of the Cascades, it's going to get really warm, plus Northern California. Very cold in the Colorado Rockies. And as well as Minnesota. Parts of New England on the coastal side, northern New England. Plenty of heat to go around places like Florida, much of the Gulf Coast, Great Plains, a lot of heat in the Desert Southwest, Great Basin, leeward side of the Cascades, chilly weather, chilly temperatures in northern New England. Warm lows throughout the Gulf Coast, much of the East Coast too, Desert Southwest, and even a little bit in the Great Plains. Finally, plenty of heat to go around in southern Texas, lower Mississippi Valley, Desert Southwest, much of California, Great Basin, and the leeward side of the Cascades in Washington State, Chile, the Bitterroot Mountains, Northern Rockies. Let's talk about dew point. Give me a moment, folks. Sorry about that. Yeah, my voice is really tired, folks, for some reason. I have to speak, as little as I can, but giving you as much information as I can. So what do we got? Plenty of humidity throughout the Gulf Coast, the Mid-Atlantic and the Southeast. A lot of moisture all over the West Coast and elsewhere throughout the Northeast, Ohio Valley, parts of the Great Lakes region, and the Southern Plains, and parts of the Desert Southwest, too, particularly in eastern New Mexico. Tomorrow night, plenty of humidity throughout the Gulf Coast, Southeast, yet the Northeast, Mid-Atlantic, Ohio Valley, Mid-Mississippi Valley, and the Southern Plains get plenty of humidity, along with the West Coast too. Plenty of humidity throughout much of the south, but scattered though. But all that humidity starts building up all over the East Coast. But yet there's still humidity throughout the Mississippi Valley, and still remaining humidity throughout the West Coast. And there's some humidity that's about to build up in the Northern Rockies and the Northern Plains too. That's for Tuesday night. Wednesday morning, a lot of humidity all over the Great Plains, Gulf Coast, the East Coast too, but in the interior Northeast, Mid-Atlantic, and much of the South, the rest of the South, the Ohio Valley, Great Lakes, Mississippi Valley, and Northern Plains. There's going to be a lot of humidity that's still in play, but not as much as on the coastal side, though. Humidity will only be present throughout Northern California and Oregon, and the Colorado River Valley, though, near the Gulf of California particularly. Finally, hold on a minute, folks. Hold on. I think I can hear sirens. Let's go to Wednesday night then. More sirens. Hold on a minute, folks. Alright, I'm back. Okay, so for Wednesday night, there's going to be a lot of humidity throughout the Gulf Coast, much of the East Coast, too, the Ohio Valley, Great Lakes, Mississippi Valley, Great Plains, Texas, and even the Northern Rockies. Although a little bit of humidity is in the anywhere north of the West Coast, but only north of San Francisco, though. Let's talk about Cape. For Cape, we got a lot of Cape throughout Florida, throughout the Gulf Coast, and as well as the Mid-Atlantic, and parts of the West Coast, too. And even parts of the Southern Rockies and southern Texas. Now let's see, tomorrow night, there's a lot of convection all over the Gulf Coast, southern Texas, and even plenty of Cape throughout the eastern seaboard, Mid-Atlantic, Great Lakes, Southern Plains, Southern Rockies too, a little bit in this Great Basin, but a lot of Cape all over the West Coast. Tuesday morning, still a lot of Cape throughout the entirety of the Gulf Coast, a little bit in the Mid-Atlantic, rest of Texas, and throughout California and Oregon. Tuesday night, a lot of cape all over in the south in general, but it gets worse along the Gulf Coast. A lot of convection in Northern California and Oregon, Great Basin, Northern Rockies, Bitterroot Mountains, parts of the desert Southwest, and even some in the Northeast. There's a lot of cape on Wednesday morning throughout the immediate parts of the Gulf Coast and the Southeast, and even Northern California, Oregon, and the Southern Plains too. Finally, good amount of convection throughout the Southeast, Western Gulf, Great Plains, parts of the Great Basin and Rocky Mountains, Western Plains, Eastern New Mexico. Let's talk about precipitation. Tomorrow morning there's going to be more showers and storms throughout the Northeast, Mid-Atlantic, Ohio Valley, Great Lakes, Upper Mississippi Valley, parts of the Northern Plains. South, getting some thunderstorms and some strong weather too. Stray showers along the West Coast. Oh man, something's up with the mouse. Okay, there we go. Sorry I'm talking like this, folks, because my voice is tired. It's about to give up. Plenty of wet weather all over the eastern third of the country. And scattered showers throughout much of the west. But nothing widespread, though. Some storms will happen throughout parts of the west. A lot of storms all over the eastern third of the country, anywhere east of the Mississippi, except for Illinois and parts of Wisconsin. There are plenty of storms in Texas and the southern plains, eastern New Mexico, and stray showers along the California coast. Tuesday night, more storms all over the east coast, the south, scattered showers and storms, western Texas, Rocky Mountains, New Mexico, parts of the desert Southwest getting some storms going. Many parts of the Great Basin getting some showers and storms. Northern Rockies too. And even parts of California too. And Oregon. Wednesday morning, things started to clear up in the Northeast. Just a few showers near Boston. Plenty of storms throughout the Gulf Coast and Southeast. And even Idaho, Oregon, parts of Washington State may get some storms going. Stray showers along the West Coast in general as well. Plenty of storms throughout the South. Gets worse in Texas and the southern plains. And also some storms in the upper Mississippi Valley. Plenty of storms all over the Rockies, parts of the Great Basin, New Mexico. Stray showers in some parts of the West Coast. Is there going to be snow? Not really. Now, what about the weather topic of the day? We'll get to it right now. Just let me rest my voice, folks, while I surprise you guys with the weather topic of the day. Hold on a minute, folks. Okay. Well, the topic of the day is, what is a hygrometer? The purpose of a hygrometer is to measure the amount of humidity or moisture in the air. It's a tool used to quantify the amount of water vapor present, and it's essential for various applications, including weather forecasting, indoor comfort, and industrial processes. Well, folks, that's it for the weather topic of the day. I know it's short and lame, but it's just that I'm trying to relax my voice, folks. I'm going to take the day off from streaming because I got stuff to do tomorrow. But Tuesday I'll stream for you guys, 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. But in the meantime, I'm just going to relax. Do hit me with a follow so that you guys will know when I'll be streaming the next time, as soon as you turn on the notifications after you hit me with a follow. Alright, we'll continue with Kingdom Hearts Saturday. But on Tuesday, we'll get back to Minecraft. Thank you everyone for watching. See you guys next time. And until then, peace out everybody. Love you all. Stay safe. Signing out.